So, of course, a transcendentalist, an aspiring bhakta, an aspiring mystic, wants to embrace reality in its fullness. As we talked the other day, when one is loving, there is place even for suffering, there is place even for having necessities, but all that will be glorious because that's happening in the context of love. So also when you are loving, there are so many forms of death that it's okay to have them. It's crucial to have them. And of course, we can talk about physical death, so to say, although, as we know, soul doesn't die. We will talk in terms of leaving the body. But for us to not be traumatized about the prospect of leaving this body, to go through that death, first we have to die in so many other levels. Remember when I was talking with Father Richard Rohr, Franciscan mystic, I had the fortune of meeting at the beginning of this year. He will describe to me, the question was, what's prayer? What's prayer? Well, so fasten your seatbelt for the reply. You see, prayer is a training in death, he said. No? Because every time you pray, you are dying, not physically, but to so many false conceptions, to so many to so many ideas of what you think you are, what you think you need, what you think God is. You have to die repeatedly to all those layers, one after another. So when you live a life of prayer, in that sense, when you live a life of constant death, when the moment of dying officially comes in terms of this body, you won't have a problem with that because you have gone through so many deaths before. But for those of us who do not go through this daily death, when the moment of physical death comes, we will be terrified because we are unfamiliar with what does it mean, with the letting go, with the giving up, with the acknowledging this is beyond my control, and I trust, and I'm safe, and I'm being cared. That's basically what Arjuna said to Krishna in the Gita in the beginning, representing us. When Krishna was encouraging Arjuna to fight and to confront, we could say, his attachments personified in these personalities, personified attachments. When Krishna say confront them, Arjuna say, no, I prefer to throw all my weapons and to be killed physically by them. But I cannot go through the death you are inviting me to go through. Because Krishna was inviting Arjuna to go through the death of a false self, so to say, my false sense of identity. And Arjuna said, that's very difficult. I prefer to be just killed immediately physically. That type of death is way more easy. And of course, Krishna said, no, that's not the idea. First, we have to die, no, to this other dimension.